Hi, my name's Terry Mullen, and I am creating these sets of videos to help students be able to write a term paper in half the time. And the issue here is all of these functions are built into Microsoft Word, and it's just a matter of knowing how to use those functions. So as you go through, you can look at each one of these sections. They're all short videos. We have the intro that you'll be listening to right now. Then we will have other videos such as how to use an outline, how to use the paste special and use the APA MLA formatting for citing your papers. Then how easy it is then to write your paper, to be able to enhance it by using images, and more by using the snipping tool to go get images. How to link and embed spreadsheets into Word so that you have access to that information in a nice format. And then because you use the outline view up above, you can very easily do the table of contents. Because you did the APA up above, you'll be able to do your bibliography, or if you want to call it works cited, or the old-fashioned way to put footnotes in the bottom of each page, depending on what your instructor is asking for. And then some special features to do to mark the index. Finally, we'll end up with a cover page, and I'll show you how to use that built-in function. And then when you get all done, there's Flesch Kincaid, which keeps track of your readability statistics, is very powerful, so that you know how many active and passive sentences, how many words, what grade level that you're writing at, etc. So let's go back up here to say, just in this simple section here, the idea is that in the old days, back in the dinosaur days when I was taught how to write a term paper, what we did was we used note cards. And with the note cards, what we would do is use several cards, and these were our Roman numeral 1, 2, and 3 that we would make our major categories. And we'd simply do a superficial reading of the of the information that's out there. Of course, back in those days, we had to do card catalogs, and we would read different articles and get a sense of what the major sections were. Then as you would start to read more of these individual articles, then you'd start doing the next level, doing the ABCs in each of these areas. And then as you progress, you would keep filling these in. You'd write them in pencil and leave spaces if necessary. Then you would start putting in the third level. So level 1, level 2, and then level 3. When you did each card, when you did each article, you'd make a bibliography card. You'd put the citation. So you'd put the author and the year and the title and the page number and the journal it came from. And then you would keep track of what number card you're on. So this would be, for example, the 23rd card or 24th card. The 23rd would be that particular piece of information that I found. So I would cross-reference this, that in the introduction, down here in the domino theory, then I put this piece of information that I wanted to keep track of. And the deal was that you only put one piece of information per card. So when you got all done, you had hundreds of these cards, but you could lay them all out and get them organized. So part of the organizing issue is put the major heading and the minor heading. So introduction from here, the domino theory from down below. You would put that piece of information. You would put the author's name and the page number it came from. You'd keep track of of your card number, and you would just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put them in order, chronological order. And then you would put whether it was a citation, whether this was a exact quote, or a paraphrase. And then immediately when you pulled this information out, you would make a corresponding bibliography card, so that you could go back at the end and then take all the bibliography cards, sort them all out, and put them in numerical order. And the idea was that if you lost track, because this card number's 24, you'd know that 23 was at least that one quote. If you had several quotes, then maybe 21, 22, and 23 all came with bibliography 24. So it was quite a nice little process. So if you would, then click and go to this example of the final product. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now just to show you, but it is a live site. And I'll show you what the final product was that I did for a paper I did for graduate school. So it's going to download this information, and I had to use a traditional format, traditional cover page. I'm going to show you how to do one that's a little bit nicer. But then we come to the table of contents, and as you see, the table of contents is all nicely laid out. It has the proper indents and keeps track of the page numbers. What's really nice about this is Word will make this into hyperlinks. So if you want to go to area 1 and why it is the problem, then you simply click on it and it jumps you to that section, why it is the problem. If I hit Control Home, then I can go back to my very first page and then scroll back down to my table of contents. If we move on, then we put in the introduction, we put in all the different areas and the subheadings, and this will all be automatic if you watch the rest of the videos. I'm going to page down here, so don't get seasick here, don't get motion sick. But as I page down, then I'm going to show you how to put in images, how to force those images to the right side, the left side, whatever it is that you'd like. I use lots of images in my project. Again, here's another image, screen capture, and I'll show you how to do that with the snipping tool. And when you get down towards the end here, then I got all kinds of hyperlinks and all kinds of good stuff. Then I get down to my works cited page, and with my works cited page, this is all done automatically by the computer. You don't have to type one character here. You simply tell the computer that you want to add the works cited, and then in addition to that, then I can add an index, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Okay, so if we go back to our main page here, hopefully you'll like this, it'll all make sense, and you'll watch some of the rest of these videos. All right, thanks, and see you in the next video.